Hi, I'm Paul Rubino. You're watching 3D World. We're going to talk about how to make money with 3D printing. I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of my business plan, and you are welcome to take anything from it that you would like. I hope it helps you make money. So what am I going to do? What did I already do? I bought a 3D printer. Great, we'll come back to that. I'm going to build a 3D printing mini farm. I'm not going to call it just a 3D printing farm because that implies maybe hundreds or even 1,000 3D printers. So it's going to be a step above a shop. It's going to be a mini farm. And I'm going to offer my services to create custom parts for other people that need them. Great. Everybody's doing that. So why is mine any different? First of all, I think the concept that people are already doing that is great, and I think they're making a little bit of money. But I plan on differentiating myself by offering large build volume. I want to specialize in large build volume. The printer behind me is a 450 by 450 by 470 millimeter build volume, which is considered large, and I plan on only getting bigger from there. I want to be able to offer parts with a fast turnaround time, and with the idea that my capability is a large build volume. That is the vision for my mini farm. I took the first step of buying this Creality CR10 Max for $900. Let's see how long it takes me to get my money back on this machine and start making start turning a profit. When it comes to entrepreneurship, multiple streams of revenue are very important, and I mentioned my first one. I'm going to market myself as a 3D printer towards specific industries. I'm going to build a website and take advantage of the internet and Google knowing exactly who everybody is and what they do for a living, and going to market myself to specific industries. And one of them that I'm particularly interested in is movie props. A lot of cool movie props are made with the 3D printing process. So I'm going to try to get my hands on some of those jobs. I'm also going to create, well, backing up, I'll list myself on some hubs, but I'd prefer to keep all the fruits of my labor by offering my own services and marketing them myself. So I will offer my services on hubs as well, similar to 3D hubs, but they are a little bit easier to get up and running with. So those are a couple. That's the first revenue stream. The second is going to be printing custom parts for myself and using them in products that I'm already offering and new products that I will offer. And the third revenue stream is a bit of a bear. I'm planning on building my own 3D printer and selling it. So I already have the thing mostly built, but I need to get it to a industrial quality and provide a ease of use that would be that I would feel comfortable giving to a customer, or just somebody who would be using that machine for the first time. So that's in the works. I will definitely show that off. I plan on showing off as much of this process of trying to make money 3D printing as possible. First thing I need to do is to be able to 3D print good quality parts. Forgive the background noise. Not only is the printer running, but apparently they're doing something noisy upstairs. But I'm going to keep rolling. This is the first print that I did. It's a calibration cube. Generally, I'm very happy with the print quality. So I moved on, and I printed this elephant. This elephant really impressed me. It came built onto the firmware, so it was certainly set up properly, but the fine detail on this elephant is impressive, and it has me encouraged that I'm almost ready to offer my services to the public. So behind me, by the way, that elephant took about 10 hours to print. Behind me is an 18-hour job. So I'm really testing this CR10 Max to see what it is capable of. And I am printing a enclosure for the control board on my custom built Core XY 3D printer. I hope it comes out good. It's not going to be ready until late tonight, but I will definitely follow up on how that print comes out. And I did a fair amount of research on which printer I wanted. Creality seems to have a pretty good name for being a affordable 3D printer. So I figured I can't go wrong getting their basically latest and greatest, best model they had. It did have a few pitfalls setting it up, but they were pretty easily remedied. And I set this printer up yesterday, and I've been printing on it pretty much straight through. I gave it a quick rest and got right into my next print. So, like anything else, getting into something like this takes research and reading. I can't stress enough how many times I wish I could have done something over again and just read through the full instructions the first time. It's tempting when you get a product to just like be lazy and look for a perfect video to tell you how to do it, but unfortunately too with 3D printing, sometimes the manuals that are out there aren't that good, so you do have to do that. But generally there's forums and great information online for anything that you're doing, including marketing or building a 3D printer or whatever problem you're having 3D printing, and how to remedy it and get through it. So definitely take advantage of the information age in your marketing and in your research. And the other thing I'm going to say is, when it comes to entrepreneurship, a simple philosophy that will keep you making money and avoid silly mistakes, at least for me, is low overhead and high profit margins. I'll say that again. Low overhead, meaning your expenses are low on what you're doing and creating and or service that you're providing, and high profit margins, meaning that it was a lucrative sale. Every time you have a sale, it should be a significant gain. So your filament on 3D printing is not very expensive. I've had jobs quoted that might have only taken $40 or less of filament, but because they were large build volumes, they might have costed $500. So to get somebody else's setup time and machine time is expensive. So I am trying to do the same thing here and offer some large build volume capability jobs to customers, and ideally make a good profit margin off of all of them. So I'll leave you with that. I'll keep you posted. I'll be posting another video soon at the next phase of this process and trying to make money. This machine was $900, but I'll choose a round number. Let's see how long it takes me to make $1,000 off of 3D printing and offering my services. I'm planning on doing a lot more testing and making sure that I have a good process this week, as well as creating content. I can't build a website without content. So I need to take pictures, I need to post videos, I need to show off stuff that I've already printed, and create a website that a customer would be comfortable. First job. That's a goal. You know, it's an ambitious one, but hopefully next week somebody will hire me to print something. That's my goal. So I will keep you updated on that. And I know that's not going to happen on its own. To do that, I'm going to have to put some content out there to get myself a job. And I'm going to have to show off the limited prints that I have and say, hey, look guys, I can print you stuff similar to this quality. So my showcase is going to be small. I'm going to have to print a few things this week to to give myself good content. I need to have content on my website, or no sane customer is going to hire me for something. If they're going just on price, well, maybe, but they're going to want some quality too. So I'll leave you with that today. Just remember, entrepreneurship is a risk worth taking. It's great to have a full-time job. Keep your job. Keep saving money from that job, and hopefully you have the energy and the drive to give yourself a second stream or third stream of revenue by offering some kind of skill or service. I'm choosing 3D printing. I've done a variety of different things in the past. I'll talk about those in future videos, but I'm choosing 3D printing as a way to make, of course, more than significant, more than minimum wage, I would hope. So how many dollars an hour are you making right now working for somebody else versus taking in the entire harvest and fruits of your labor by working for yourself? There's a big difference. If you can set up an efficient business working for yourself, you can make a ton of money. This might sound obvious, but obviously working for somebody else, there's a ceiling to it. It's consistent and reliable, and that has value. But if you can create a reliable stream of income for yourself, you'll see yourself make a lot more money per hour or per effort. And it is important to think through your strategy on how you're going to do that in detail before you get going. So I'm of the attitude of, if you say you're going to do something and it's a good idea, you have that aha moment, you're only hurting yourself if you don't do it. So make it happen. Find yourself a good idea that you think that it's going to have that low overhead and high profit margin, and just get to it. Don't give yourself any excuses. Get to it and be a entrepreneur. That's what this country is. We're still a capitalist society. Last time I checked, so we're out here trying to make money. There's plenty of it to go around. So I'm happy to share everything I'm doing with you. Hope you enjoyed this first intro video. More to come. Take care.